Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back after a long summer break of 15 days. I hope you people are fresh and ready to work again. So, we have already started, as you know, with the chapter Memories of Childhood of the book Vistas, that is chapter number 8. We have already discussed, we have already done the reading, and I've already discussed the summary of this chapter with you. But today, again, I'm going to refresh your memory and I'm going to discuss this chapter again so that you are well acquainted with the chapter, right? So Memories of Childhood is a very interesting chapter. You will really like it, and it is basically divided into two parts, that is the cutting of my long hair, and the second part is we too are human beings. Now this chapter, Memories of Childhood, first of all tells us that memories which you have of your childhood leave an indelible imprint on the mind of a child. You know, whatever you see, whatever you experience in your childhood, it never fades away from your memory. That's for sure. And this you will experience when you will grow up later on, that whatever you experienced in your childhood, that leaves an indelible imprint on the mind of a person. So the narrators of the two episodes, as you can see on the board, the narrator of the first episode, that is the cutting of my long hair, is Zitkala Sa, and she's a Native American. And the narrator of the second episode, that is We Too Are Human Beings, is Bama, who is a Tamil Dalit. Now both of them, they belong to different cultures, they have different experiences, but there is one thing common in them, that is they fight against the racial prejudice. That's a very important part, that is both of them, they fight against racial prejudice. Both these girls, they are from totally different cultures. One is a Native American, one is a Tamil Dalit, but both of them, we are going to read through the story, both of them, they are fighting against the racial prejudice. So Zitkala Sa, as in the first part, the cutting of my long hair, is a Native American woman, and Bama, that is in the second part of the chapter, that is We Too Are Human Beings, they are celebrated writer from a marginalized class, and they condemn the prejudice, the racial prejudice against them. They carry out an oppression throughout their creative work. So as writers, they carry out the oppression which they faced in their childhood when they were children against the they condemn the racial discrimination which they went through when they were small children. So they do the same through the episodes included in Memories of Childhood, and Bama, she debunks the entire caste system and untouchability, while Zitkala Sa challenges the prejudiced attitude towards Native American culture. So as I've already told you that their chapter is in two parts, but still there is something common in these two parts, that is racial prejudice. Both these girls, Zitkala Sa and Bama, they move against the racial prejudice which they experienced when they were small children. Now, first of all, we will cover the first part of the chapter, that is the cutting of my long hair. Now, as this part opens, we see that Zitkala Sa is quite horrified in this when she enters in her new school. She doesn't like the basic vibrations of a school, and the first day when she enters the school, the ambience of the school itself is very odd for her. She feels that she's like an alien for that culture, and she's unable to understand the language which is followed in the school. She describes the horror she experiences when the pale-faced woman, perhaps their teacher, took all the girls in the dining room. These girls had been made to wear stiff shoes and closely clinging dresses, which was in complete contrast to their native culture. So basically, in the first part of the chapter, Zitkala Sa is trying to explain the experience, the horrifying experience which she experiences when she enters in the first day of her school. The younger girls, they were wearing aprons and shingled hair. And what do you mean by shingled hair? Shingled hair means they had short hair. But in American culture, people who had shingled hair were either mourners or they were considered not up to the mark, right? So Zitkala Sa, she felt ashamed, for her blanket had been stripped from her shoulders as soon as she was entering the dining room. But she noticed that other girls did not seem to be bothered about their immodest dresses. But she noticed that the other girls who belonged to European culture, they were not even bothered, even though they were wearing the dresses which were not up to the mark. But her blanket was stripped off from her shoulders. Now Zitkala Sa was so scared that she hid herself in a room and she never wanted her hair to be cut. So she was very scared of what was happening around her because she did not get good vibrations from from her teachers, and she was very sad to see that situation, that racial prejudice which was going on against her. She was depressed because she could not understand the language which the people were speaking there, and therefore she got so scared that she decided to hide herself in a room. The people who were looking, the people ran after her, looking for her, searched her, and unfortunately in the end we see that her hair are cut, they are shingled. And according to Zitkala Sa, in American culture, short hair people are either mourners, they are either mourning women, or they are unskilled or captured warriors. So this is the type of insult which Zitkala Sa faced when she entered a new school, the first day of the school. So that was a humiliation for her, and it was a setback for her which left an indelible mark, an indelible imprint on her mind. So this is what Zitkala Sa faced, and later on through her writings she made an oppression against this racial prejudice which was going on against her. So this was the first part of the chapter, Memories of Childhood. Now as we move on to the next part, We Too Are Human Beings. This is by Bama, and this girl, she belongs to a totally different culture, that is, she's a Tamil Dalit. Here in this part, the Bama discusses that one day she faced a shock when she was returning back from school. Now what she saw was, when she was returning back from school, she saw that an elderly member of her own community, he was holding a pack of vadais, and a pack of vadais, that is a, you can say he was holding a pack of vadais in his hand, and this pack of vadais, the way he was holding, he was trying not to touch the vadais because he was going to give that vadais to his master, and the low caste people, they were not supposed to touch the eatables of the higher caste people. So this was a shock for her when she saw that how that elderly man was carrying that bag in his hand, trying not to touch the ingredients under it. So when she was actually shocked, she was amused to see that, but that was not a matter of amusement for her brother Anand. Now her brother Anand, he told her the whole story, that this is the discrimination, this is the racial prejudice which these higher caste people, they practice with the lower caste people. So Bama was quite shocked to hear the communist, the racial prejudice which is practiced, the discrimination which is practiced at that time with her community. But his brother, he clearly told her that if she will study, if she will move ahead in study, if she will come first in a class, uh, if she will have a, you know, if she's actually studying, goes for higher studies, then only she can raise a voice against all this, and then only she can be friends with everybody. So this is the advice which Bama followed, as we see in the end of the chapter, and this advice really helped Bama, and she studied and she raised her voice against the oppression through her writings, and she raised her voice against the racial prejudice and raised her voice through her writings. So as we can see that the cutting of my long hair and We Too Are Human Beings, they are two separate episodes. The girls, both the girls, Kalasa and Bama, they belong to a different culture, but there is a common thing between both of them. Is that they fight against the racial prejudice. So I hope this chapter is clear to everybody. In the next lecture, I am going to send you the summary of this chapter, that is Memories of Childhood, followed by short question answers and long question answers. All these three things you are supposed to do in your notebooks. So thank you and have a nice day, and read the chapter properly from your books, that is NCERT books, so that everything is clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.